right, sports fans, welcome to the Isaac Morning Show. Got a good show started out today. Yes. I'm so excited, but I can't contain myself. I'm so excited. Boy, I'm so excited, just like a sumo wrestler at a buffet. Yeah, that's how excited I am. It's your one and only. Today is Thursday, March the 11th. Man, do I have some exciting news to bring to you. The Dallas Cowboys has signed Dak Prescott. Mm. Well, I'm telling you, it is a good day for Dallas Cowboys. $160 million deal. How long has he been working on that? 66 million sign-on bonus. Whoo, boy, I'd like to be his agent right about now. Because I'm telling you, man, you get me that kind of money, I'll play for you for, I mean, I'll be out there on offense. I'll be out there on defense. I'll be on special teams. I even bring the water to you for that kind of money. So, I mean, a 4-year deal at $160 million. Is this going to hurt Dallas or this is going to help Dallas? He is the highest paid player in the league. They say in the history of the league. Now, he beat Tom Brady. Because you know when Tom Brady got signed by New England, it was a 150 million deal, and at I think like 50 million sign on bonus, 50, 60 million sign on bonus. But now he beat Tom Brady. So is this gonna help Dallas or this gonna hurt Dallas? Because see, I mean, at $160 million, I don't know what to say. How did he pull that off? That's the question in mind. How did he pull this one off? I mean, he sat out on negotiations, after negotiations, after negotiations, and he gambled and he got what he wanted. So I mean, my hat's off to that man because, man, $160 million, yes, indeed. And I mean, it paid off for him. Yeah, it's really paid off. But I don't know how he done it, but he done it. But we're going to get more in detail later on during this show because I mean, I'm going to try to get somebody to answer some few questions that I have. They working on it now, trying to get somebody to answer some few questions that I have. But we're going to get more into this right after these messages. Alrighty, we back. Yeah, I'm trying to get some more questions going on with that one because I don't know. But in other news, you have the NFL draft coming up in April, the 29th. It's going to be the NFL draft. And we're going to see who is in, who's not in, who got traded, who got the best deal. But if you coming out of college and you come into the draft, this is the best time to be in the draft. Because, see, this is going to be better than the 2020 draft because you got some good players on these college teams now is going to be going to the draft. Now, I know some of them are going to get picked in the first round, the second round, or the third round. Now, there's one prospect that I am watching, and he's from Syracuse. Okay, he's a good quarterback, but everybody say he's going to get drafted in the first round. I'm looking more towards the fourth or the fifth round. And I'm going to tell you right now who's going to try to pick him up. Who needs a good quarterback right now in the season is about to start up again. The New England needs a good quarterback. See, because when they lost Tom Brady, they lost the team. So they're gonna need a good quarterback. And the one I'm looking at out of for Syracuse, I think he's gonna be a prospect for New England. It's just my opinion. I know other people probably say no. But my opinion, he's gonna go to New England, I say in the fourth round overall. He's gonna go in the fourth round overall. Mark that down. Fourth round overall in the draft pick. He's going to be with New England. Now, the Texans released the long snapper the other day, released him. So now they got to try to get another long snapper. I don't know why they did that because he's a good long snapper, but they just released him the other day because they going to get somebody else, which I would have never released him. I would have just signed him another deal. Even though he wanted more money, that's understandable. But I would sign him a new deal. I say about 120, $130 million contract. But they said it could not negotiate him with his contract, so they released him, which that's, to me, you was in a slump last season, so why would you get rid of your best long snapper if you was in a slump last year? But I'm not the GM and I don't work in the front office. I just, I'm the middleman. So how they say, don't shoot the messenger. But we're going to get back to Dak Prescott here with this $160 million deal. I think it's a good deal. He pulled it off. He pulled a rabbit out of his hat. Some kind of way he pulled it out of his hat. So I don't know how he done it, but I would like to know how he did it. That's the question. How did you? Oh, wait a minute. We got something else coming up here. Ooh, somebody's in the chat room. Hey, okay, what was your question here? The question is, how did he get that done? Well, I don't know how he got it done. It was a miracle how he got it done. But it's just a miracle. He pulled it off. Just say that way. He was like Houdini. He pulled it off. I don't know how. We all trying to figure this one out. We will get back to you with that question so we get answers. But he just pulled it off. That's all I can say. He pulled it off. He pulled a rabbit out of his hat. He spread fairy dust on it, and he came up with a good deal, which I ain't mad at the man. He kept negotiating till he got what he wanted. So I'm not mad at him. So that's how he came up with that deal. Woo. Dallas Cowboys, somebody who they need. Is it going to hurt them or is it going to help them? That's going to be the question for preseason and when the season starts in September. Is it going to hurt them or is it going to help them? We're going to see and we're going to find out. And yes, I'm going to be tuning in to see how is this going to work out, because this is going to be a good draft this year. If you don't pay attention to the draft, this is the time to pay attention to the draft, because it's going to be a good one this year. I looked at some of the drafts from 2020, 2019, but 2021, because it's after the pandemic and it's still going on, it's going to be a good draft. Now, I don't know where it's going to be held at yet. I don't got the details, but soon I get those details, I will let you know. But make sure you tune in April the 29th at 7 o'clock, because it's going to be a whirlwind. Listen to me now. Listen to me, fans. It's going to be a whirlwind, because they are going to be the best draft in NFL history. You have some top A collegiate players coming into the game. This one kid here, he's out of Duke. He is good. Come on now. I just seen someone run a 4.4, 4.3, 4.2. This one here runs a 4.0 flat. Now, come on now. We got some fast wide receivers in the NFL, but 4.0, he should not be playing football. He should be in the Olympics on the track team. Because, when you get him in the open field, there's not a safety could catch him, because most of the safety runs a 4.3, 4.4. He runs a 4. So when you get him in the open field, that's it. You can't catch him. You got to double up on him with 3 safeties. That's the only way. 3 safeties. Because I'm serious. Watch the kid. He's from Duke. Watch him. He'll go back to YouTube or whatever social media you look at, and watch that kid run. He's quick. He's fast. He's good. Now, if I had to pick a wide receiver, I would go with him in the first round. He'd be my first pick. My first pick. That's how good he is. He would be my first pick, because he is quick, fast, and he can catch the ball on the move. He could do in routes real good. He could do patterns real good. So he will be my first choice for a wide receiver in the first round. So all y'all NFL teams out there listening to this broadcast, look at him. If you need a wide receiver, he's the one to get. If you need a good wide receiver, he's the one to get, because he is that good. Now, with tight ends, I really didn't pay attention, because, tight ends don't do that much, but they get paid pretty good. But I didn't pay attention this time for the tight ends. I was looking at like the wide receivers, the linebackers, the middle linebackers, the outside linebackers. I'm looking at the teams that really, really need help. In Texas, they just need to go back, restructure their team, and see what they really need. Sit down and see what they really need. Because when J.J. Watt left, which, you can't replace J.J. Watt, but you could get somebody like J.J. Watt. So go back, sit down, take a look at what you need for your teams, and see what you can do under the salary cap. Because that's the main focus. It's going to be the salary cap. I don't know why, but they trying to stay under the salary cap this season. But I don't know how Dallas pulled it off, because they had a $98 million salary cap. Listen to what I said, $98 million salary cap, and they got him They got Prescott for $160 million under the salary cap. Now, who's going to be traded off? Who knows? But it's got to be some trades in that deal to get him signed that kind of money. So that's going to be something I'm going to be looking into. Now, Dak Prescott, my main man. What you gonna do this season for the Dallas Cowboys? They said they gonna try to make it a run to the Super Bowl. I don't think one person could make a run to the Super Bowl, but they said we're gonna be a contender for the Super Bowl because we signed Dak Prescott. Now, get what I'm saying now. They saying they're gonna be a contender to run for the Super Bowl because they signed Dak Prescott. Now that sounds like you putting a lot of pressure on the man. How about we get through the regular season first and see how you do in the postseason before you say you're going to try to make a run to the Super Bowl? Let's see how the season goes first. Let's see how postseason goes first. Then you can say, yeah, we're going to make a run to the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong now. They might do it, but not one man can do it. It's 11 players on the team. So I think it's going to be a team focus and effort to make that run to the Super Bowl. Because not one man could do a run to the Super Bowl by itself. There's no way. There's no way you could do that. I don't know why they said that, but they said in the press conference, we're going to be a contender for the Super Bowl because we signed Dak Prescott. And no, that's not going to happen like that. One man cannot make a run to the Super Bowl by itself. So I guess they trying to hype up the... It's going to open the stadium up to 100% for the fans. That's 40,000 people is going to be packed in a stadium because the mask mandate has lifted in Texas. Listen to what I'm saying, people. 40,000 people packed in a stadium. No mask, no social distancing. Can we say we're going to have a super spreader within 3 innings of a game? They say they have the pandemic protocols in place. They say they're going to do temperature checks before you go in. But they said you don't have to wear a mask. You're going to be closed in. Yes, put a mask on. And you're going to be screaming and hollering. Yes, put a mask on. 40,000 pack at 100%. How much ticket sales do you want to sell to put somebody's life in jeopardy like that? I see if it was at 50%, 75%, 80%, but you said 100%. You're going to be the first one to have 100% of the fans come back into the stadium during a pandemic. That's not right. That is just not right. Who does that? I mean, y'all look at the news. I don't have to tell you how many people died. Y'all looked at the news. It's on the news every day. But they said 100%, 40,000 is going to be packed into the stadium. to watch a Rangers game on opening night. Are you serious? What was they thinking? I mean, come on, people. Have common sense. They say you don't have to wear a mask, but do everybody a favor. Wear one anyway. That's for your safety. That's for the other people's safety. That's for your family's safety. Wear a mask. They the only ones that's going to be doing this. Now the other states lifted the mask mandate, but they have 50% for the fans. 50% of the fans could go into the stands. They do temperature checks, and yes, you have to wear a mask unless you are eating or drinking. That's it. LA Dodgers said it's going to open up their stadium to their fans at 25%. Temperature checks, and you must wear a mask. You cannot have your mask off while you in the stadium unless they say unless you're doing two things: eating or drinking. Once you get done, you have to put that mask back on. They say because it's for your safety and for everybody else's safety. So the Texas Rangers need to pay attention to this. Why would you do 100%? Why? We're not over this pandemic yet. So why would you risk lives like that for a baseball game? That don't make no sense at all. I mean, how many people is going to be walking around there rubbing elbows to elbows, shoulders to shoulders with no mask? You looking for a super spreader to start. That's how it starts. That's what they say, limited gatherings, social distancing, wear your mask. You know, you heard the CDC, wear your mask, wash your hands. Keep small gatherings at a minimum. But the Texas Rangers is going to have 100% at their games. I just don't understand that. Talk to me, fans. Send me a tweet, send me a DM, get on Facebook, send me a message. Let me know what you think about this. That with the Texas Rangers going to 100%. Let me know. I want to let me know about this. So I want to know about this. Help me out on this one. 100%, 40,000 fans. Even NASCAR is not letting 40,000 fans in their stands. I wish they would, because then, you know, you could do everything you want to do. Go down in the infield, go in the garage. But they limited 50%. But the Texas Rangers says they're going to be the first to host a home game with 100% fans in the stands with 40,000 people. I don't get that. I really, really don't get it. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Ticket sales is down. Yes, I understand that because the pandemic was going on. You had to be shut down, no games, no anything. I understand that part. And then when you started letting fans back in the stands, not too many people was going, so the ticket sales was down. But you at least could have did it between 50 to 75%. Start slow with it. See how that worked out first. See how your ticket sales is going to sell first before you say, hey, I'm going to do 100% of the fans and 40,000 people in a closed-in stadium. Now, if y'all never went to the Texas Rangers Stadium, it's open, but the seats is so close to each other, which is not 6 feet apart. So you've already packed 40,000 people in the stands at your home game during a pandemic and saying you don't have to wear a mask if you don't want to. Now just think, 40,000 people, that's like if you open a can of sardines up, you see how they be all packed together. That's how 40,000 people it is. It's going to be in the stands. They're going to be jam-packed. No social distancing, no nothing. And you're going to have 40,000 people in your stands for a baseball game because you do want to try to sell tickets. You're putting people's lives at risk because you want to sell tickets. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Will I go to a game like that? No. Why? Because there's no social distancing. And then, I mean, if I could sit way on the other side of the stadium by myself, yeah, I would. But I don't want, I mean, you know, if I'm sitting here and another person is sitting like 3-4 seats down, yeah, I would go because I'm 6 feet apart, and yes, I will have my mask on because I don't trust the person next to me. I don't know what he got or she have. I don't know that. You could say you don't have it, but you might have it and you don't know you have it. But I would not go to a game like that, packed with 40,000 people in the stands, and you saying you don't have to wear no mask. Come on, Rangers. What's going on? You don't look at the NBA? You don't see what the NBA is doing? They got contact tracing. They have testing every day. Kevin Durant couldn't play the other night. It's because he had it. And that's why he couldn't play. Now you're going to pack 40,000 people in your stands. What the world y'all thinking? I have no idea. No idea. I couldn't believe it. When they said that, I just looked like, just shook my head, says, I don't know what they're thinking. Because they say their ticket sales are down. Okay, if your ticket sales are down, come up with another solution. Come up with 75%, 80%. Make sure they had the mask on. Have hand sanitizers around. Put it in place. You only can take it off while you eat or drink, and after that, you got to put it back on. That's what they should do. 80%, that's it. Wait till next season, then go 100%. Should just wait till next season, then go 100%. That's what I would have done if it was me. I would have went 100% next season. 75 to 80% this season, 100% next season. But I would not do it 100% now. Not now. No, not now. Mm-mm. There's no way I'll do it right now. No, no, no. But I guess that's the only way they can make the ticket sales. Hey, by all means, I just watch it on TV. And I don't have to worry about that. Well, we'll be right back after this commercial break, and we're going to get more into the Texas Rangers and the super spreader event that they about to get ready to do. we back after this commercial. Yeah, you got the host with the most. So, boy, I tell ya. Ooh, I don't know about the Rangers. I don't know, but you know what? I gotta find out more information on how they're gonna do this. But we're just gonna move on to other news right now, cause oh boy. Now, for y'all racing fans out there, I know y'all was waiting on that one, right? You got the NHR, you got the NHRA starting today. The Gator Nationals down in Gainesville, Florida is going to be from today all the way to Sunday. And then over in NASCAR, ooh, NASCAR, boy, I tell you, I could talk about that all day, but I'm going to hold that until tomorrow because it's going to be race weekend. So, but I'm going to hold that one until tomorrow. But they racing out in the high desert this weekend in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, that's a super speedway. If nobody ever went to the Phoenix Motor Speedway, if you ever get a chance to get out there, you have to go check that track out. At 200 miles an hour on an oval track. Now, you got the 3 races that's going to be coming up this weekend. You got the Camping World Truck Race, which is tomorrow. Saturday, you have the Xfinity Race. And Sunday, you has the Cup Race. Now, the Camping World Truck Race, if you have not seen a race even on TV and think it's boring, you have to check out the Camping World Truck Race. And then check out some of the superstars in there, like William Byron, Brian Moffitt, Chad Chastain. I mean, so they some good racers. And they got some upcoming new races coming in there. But if you like the Xfinity race, just check out the races. You probably like, I don't see no cars going around the corner, going around the track real slow, like they going real slow. No, that's not the excitement part. The excitement part of it is to see who's going to win the race. Who's going to make it to the end of the stage without hitting the wall at 200 miles an hour? Who is going to at least win and take the checkered flag to get in victory lane at the end of the stage 3? So you have to check that out. I know you guys don't like racing, but just look at one race. If you don't just look at one. If you look at one like the Camping World or the Xfinity or the Cup Race, just look at one and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Because at going at 200 miles an hour trying to keep a car in a straight line, it's harder than what it looks. Believe me. It's harder than what it looks. Because there's no power steering in those cars. Okay, especially if you get side drafted. Side drafted is when somebody get on the side of you to slow you down so they can pass you up. Because a gust of wind could come from that car and spin you around. So just check out that race and let me know about it. Tell me how you think about it after you look at it. If you just look at one stage, let me know how you look at it. You can tweet me, you can Instagram me, you can Facebook me and tell me how what it is. They're doing this here saying my time is almost up. When I start talking about the good stuff, they're gonna tell me my time is almost up. Okay, yeah, I'll see y'all down there. So you can tweet me. Go to tweet me at ksportstalkradio.com/Isaac, or you can tweet me at ksportstalkradio-Isaac, or you can Facebook me live or tweet or send me a DM, whatever. Just let me know what you think about the Rays. This is the Isaac Morning Show. Thanks for tuning in. I will see y'all tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. And we are out of here. 5,000. Have a blessed day. God bless. And see y'all tomorrow. God is good. Love y'all.